Amazing Grace Sports Network.
Oh, yeah. We're here live. The three live crew.
We're doing what we do.
The three live crew, baby. The three live crew. We're here.
All right.
Anybody got anything to say about last week? The picks or we talked about it.
Yeah, we're going to start with a prayer, man.
Yeah, let's start with a prayer.
Lord, we thank you for another time. We thank you for life, health, and strength. We even thank you for the hills and valleys that we go through. We actually continue to bless and keep us, Father. Keep us focused. Keep our time on air and a well-managed sports, well-managed blessing to others, Father, that we will continue to have a good direction, Father, good fun and good humor, Father, but allow us to also be able to bless someone along the way. These are all of the blessings we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Keep losing our Marlon.
Magic just popped out again. As soon as you started praying, he was gone.
He's back.
We might have to talk to him about that. You can't leave during prayer, Marlon. He's gone again. Well, Marlon is having work done in this house, ladies and gentlemen, and all of you who, have a home or, place to live in. Sometimes they have to do work inside, and when they want to get inside, that means you might have to go outside or there might be too much noise. So Marlon, due to his perseverance, determination, and grit, is out in his car, providing for the network here. So we're going to get it done. Well, we might as well start it off. We got some things we got to do. Let's get it started. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, last week, I don't know what our final totals were, but they were pretty pathetic. But let's start off. We had Pittsburgh. I'm actually, Mr. James is going to go first because that's going to give a contrast. I announced it first, so he's going to start first on the reviews. And
we have Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers, they went into Baltimore at 9-7. And the Ravens were at 12-4. And let's see what those picks were.
Ladies and gentlemen, we start with Pittsburgh. Now, there's no Thursday night games. First two games are on Saturday. And the first one starts with Pittsburgh, who are in the running for the playoff spot. They are traveling to Baltimore. Pittsburgh is traveling to Baltimore. Not too far away, but it doesn't matter. Because Jacksonville's Lamar Jackson isn't going to play, and I'm going to take Pittsburgh to win the game.
You said Lamar's not playing?
He better not. If that guy has any brain, if Harbaugh has any brain at all, Jackson better play the first quarter, the first couple of minutes in the quarter, and just get on out the game. They have the playoffs. They're the number one seed. The 3.5 favorites. They should be in there.
All right, I'm still going with Baltimore.
Okay.
I'm going with Baltimore.
Oh, I feel like a lucky man. Yeah. Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin, my favorite coach.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
I was just explaining to everybody how Mike Tomlin is my favorite coach.
Well, Mike, hey, listen. Honestly, man, you got to wonder whether or not he's one of the best ever, right?
He was mentioned. He was mentioned for the Patriots.
He hates the Patriots. He ain't coming to the Patriots.
I know he ain't coming over here, but he was mentioned yesterday.
Yeah, what's funny though with him? I think a couple of episodes ago I mentioned that he was on par. The Patriots and the Steelers were pretty much parallels, right? They were trying to play with the same level of talent, but he was getting more out of his players than Bill Belichick was.
Right. Let's continue to go on, fellas. Go ahead, Clay.
Okay. The next one we have Houston going to Indianapolis. Houston going to Indianapolis. Let's see how we pick this one.
Have the Texans going to see the Colts. They're both 9-7. Lowest ticket, $83.
Wow.
Texans is favored to win. Texans for me.
Hey, Stroud, I'm going with Texas.
And I'm going with Indianapolis because they're only favorite. Texans only favored to win by 1. Well,
Hey, how did he do it?
yes, sir, B. Bob. Gardner Minshew folded. Well, Gardner, listen, you had a great season, and I think we should just leave it at that. You had a great season. You almost got there, and
you said almost. What is
almost.
this? Almost.
Horseshoes and horse races.
Yeah, almost.
The guy
Houston won.
That guy did drop a pass like in the last few plays. I mean, they had a shot.
They had a shot, but he threw the pass behind him. It wasn't really the guy's fault. The guy's running at 110 miles an hour. He sees the freaking goal line right there. He's about to get it, and Minshew throws a pass behind him. He got time to stop.
You're right. You're right.
All right, next game, we got the Cleveland Browns going into Cincinnati right up the street. Cleveland was at that point 10-6. The Bengals was 8-8. Let's see how that turned out.
Let's see how it turned out. Cleveland at 11-5, traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals at 8-8. And I believe the Bengals have a chance. They have a chance of being in the game. Cleveland is a 4.5-point favorite. I'm taking Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go next because this guy doesn't listen. I'm gonna pick the Cleveland Browns. What you got, EJ?
Cleveland Brown.
All righty.
How do we do?
Whatever, man.
Well,
whatever.
Cincinnati won. 31-14.
Moving right along.
Okay, we can move right along. We got the Vikings going against the Lions. Let's take care of this one.
Okay, we got Minnesota Vikings going down to Detroit to see the Lions. Lowest tickets are $91. Detroit's favored by 3 points. Detroit's a bit of seesaw lately. The Vikings lost a game they should have won last week. Whew. But I'm still going with Detroit. I don't know.
I'm going with Detroit.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota because we saw what Detroit did. They playing around. They got this spot. They're not gonna go up or down. So.
Well, we can see where that one went.
That's what I get for going against my hometown.
That's right. Don't ever go against your hometown, Detroit. You got Motowns and the Temptations and the Four Tops, and you picking what's in Minnesota? Purple Rain, Prince.
Hey,
Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
That's a pretty good one guy against all of Motown though.
No. Motown smokes Prince. Easy.
All right.
Don't forget Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye. You got to throw them in there too.
Well, there's a whole lot that came from Motown. Prince is a one-man show.
Yeah. He had the time.
Next game, we got Jaguars winning there at 8-8 to see the Titans at 5-11.
We do. Well, you know what? Is that really the game?
That's the game.
Oh my gosh. But we don't have that on the list here. Let me see if we got it somewhere below.
They definitely played.
Yeah, they did.
Gosh. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Give me the Jags and the Titans, right?
Yeah.
All right. Trevor Lawrence should not have played. And I'm going to give away that I picked Jacksonville. So did you, Eric. We picked Jacksonville. And it's not really our fault because we thought this other guy, Bethard, was playing. And they inserted Trevor Lawrence in the last minute. And that kind of ruined everything. Because the Jags just didn't pull it out.
So Marlon picked the Titans?
Marlon picked the Titans.
Okay.
Marlon picked the Titans.
You know, the funny thing is you said it's not really your fault. The problem is they actually played the game, huh?
All right. I'm going to give you the Jags and the Titans and how we picked them. Here we go. Next game, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars with a guy named C.J. Beathard as the quarterback, traveling to Nashville, Tennessee to take on the Titans. And I am taking Jacksonville.
Woo!
You're next, Mr. Magic.
Oh, okay. I thought Eric was going to go. I know Vrabel is not one of his favorite people, so I know who he's going to pick. So I'm going to go ahead and just say I'm going with Tennessee.
Oh, my gosh.
Woo! I'm going with the Jaguars.
He picked Tennessee, baby. He got us.
They talked about bringing Vrabel to the Patriots as well, simply because he was able to see another side of somebody else's team and another city, another state, seeing a franchise work differently. And what it was is just having a coach that not only that didn't just only coach in Boston or Massachusetts.
Yeah. Is that what they're talking about?
That's what they're talking about.
They're doing a lot of rehashing.
Yeah.
But that's the NFL, though.
All right, next game, we have the New York Jets. They went into New England at 6-10 to see the Mr. Patriots at 4-12 at the time. Let's see.
4-12 at the time. Let's see where this one went.
Okay, we have New York Jets coming down to New England to play the Patriots. And the Patriots will probably win this game, so we'll say Patriots.
Hey, listen.
I'm listening.
Zappy's gonna rebound. He's gonna throw maybe 5 interceptions this time.
Okay.
He's no underachiever. He can beat what he did.
My man.
I'm still going with New England. They're gonna do what they can to screw up their draft pick. That's just what they do.
I'm going with New England also.
Oh,
well, we have one thing right.
Yeah, 3 for 3 points. The choice was 3 points against 17 points. I think we lost.
We have one thing right. Belichick's going to do what he can do to screw up something. You're at home, and he just rolled over like a dog who's getting his stomach scratched on a warm night.
He was working on a draft pick, man. He was working on a draft pick.
So he could pick that nice puncher
Yeah,
from
he
North
did
Dakota
what the
State.
owner told him to do. He didn't win the game.
There you go. I like that, Eric.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's he played it
So
safe and smart, whatever you might want to call it.
And with that being said, Belichick staying because he did what he was told to do. He shut up and did his job.
So he's going to be there. So he should be there another year at 4. And what was it? 4 and what?
Hey,
4 and 12. Was it 4 and 13?
You're the one that said that. You're the one that said the coach should just shut up and listen.
4 and 13. Well, he definitely should have shut up and listened at 4 and 13. Yeah. I mean, but you know.
Hey, when have you ever seen him cover his face? He covered his face towards the end of the game. I was like, he's always without a hat and everything out in the, because it's cold out. He never showed cold.
Yeah.
And it changed him. He probably went home and got mad, drunked up.
Kicked the dog.
The dog bit his ass.
Dog bit him. Next game.
They got nothing else to look for. I guess that's what they can look for. We got the next game, but we went out of order with that one. So, Mr. James, you also got the next game too with the Falcons and the Saints.
All right, Falcons, Atlanta Falcons, Marlins team was ready to go, and they went on down to
the Mississippi,
New Orleans on the Mississippi, right beside the Tennessee line of the Michigan line, to play the Saints. Let's see how that goes.
We have the surprising and enigmatic Atlanta Falcons traveling down the Mississippi to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And I am taking the Saints.
He's determined somebody going to travel like Mississippi at some point during this season. I'm going with the New Orleans Saints, man. The Atlanta Falcons ain't going to make me foolish again. I'm going with the Saints.
Flop, Falcons, flop. I'm going with the Saints.
And what happened? They flopped.
They won 48-17.
Yeah. It was a close game.
Yeah, I know, real close. If he threw one more touchdown or two or three or four,
It would have been out of reach then.
Yeah.
You know, that was the one division where it didn't help to either win or lose. Like, you couldn't lose for a good draft pick because they were all average, but you had to try to win because everybody was average. It's like weird.
Guys, okay, let's take just a minute and a half to talk about the Falcons. And this is something we started to do about 4 or 5 weeks ago when they started this up and down, falling asleep thing. Mr. James, what do you think is wrong with the Falcons?
No consistency, man. They lack consistency. That's all I can say. They come to play one game and they don't come to play the next game. So it might be on the coaching side of it to get them guys motivated. I don't know what the problem is.
Mr. Magic, 30 seconds. What you got?
Well, I mean, I think it's a combination of things. First of all, they need a disciplinarian as a coach. It's Atlanta, Georgia, number one. Then number two, they need a better quarterback. You're right. Ritter's not going to do it. You spoke on that earlier. I concede to your point. Ritter's not going to do it. They need a better quarterback. They have talent. They do have talent, but they just don't. They don't have the focus. They had opportunity to win games they should have won, and they just look lost for whatever reason.
Okay, and here's my 30 seconds. They need to find most of that team. Kyle Pitts, all of them, because they have no discipline whatsoever. And it's me first football. The guys, they should have been playing Jonnu Smith and a couple of these other guys that are really professionals. They didn't play because they want to satisfy these babies that they paid money to. Desmond Ritter's not a bad NFL quarterback, but you're going to have to put some weapons around them. But these guys don't care. It's Atlanta, Georgia. And they think they just live in it anywhere they want to live it and come to show up, play anywhere they want to show up. And that's the reason why they were up and down, up and down, up and down.
When you have a team that lacks discipline, that's coaching.
Yes, I agree.
I tell you, Belichick might work down there.
Send him. Next game we had. Now that was.
They won't even let him fly over the airport, and he can't even fly over Jackson.
He fired the whole team.
He'll fire. He'll send everybody down.
Everybody down, and he'll get their brother who's playing semi-pro in Canada right now and play them. Next game we have Tampa Bay traveling to Charlotte, North Carolina, and somebody picked Carolina. I wonder who that could be.
Next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going down to see the Panthers, and if the Panthers should win any game this year, it should be the final game.
Woo! Woo!
We're gonna go with the Panthers on the upset. The Bucks.
Oh my gosh! I'm taking Tampa Bay. If they're going to win any game, it's going to be this game. I'm taking Tampa Bay for this game.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa too, man. They playing something. Yeah, I'm going Tampa.
If they're going to win any game, you were close though, man, because the Tampa Bay sucks.
Only 9. They only hit 9.
I know.
The 3 field goals.
I think Baker Mayfield threw for 100 yards.
If that.
But that's your buddy.
Yeah, no.
That's your guy.
Yeah. 137 yards. Big time Baker.
But you know the great thing about all of this is that we get to talk about him for another week.
That's just 1 week. Because he's gonna be another first round exit. Oh boy, okay, just winding our way down the path. Did anybody want to make any predictions? Okay. When I had that last one, okay, then I think you got this one, Mr. James.
We have Chicago Bears at 7-10. Well, they were 7-9 at the time, going to see the Green Bay Packers at home.
At home.
See how that goes.
Chicago. Yes, the Chicago Bears, who are eliminated. Yes, of course, they're eliminated at 7-9, traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers, who are 8-8. Green Bay is a 3-point favorite. And I'm taking Green Bay easily.
Oof. I think, you know what? Going with the Bears.
Okay.
The lowest ticket that day is going to be $121. I think the Bears are going to try to make up for what they did the other day. So I'm going to have to go with the Bears.
Wow, you guys are just bucking the trend. And you see where that got you.
Yeah.
You're bucking the coach.
Is that Marlon or somebody working on the house? How are you today?
Is that Marlon?
You know, we're men of the people. Okay, I guess we better handle the conversation, Eric.
He muted it. So
he muted it. Okay, yeah. Are you back?
I'm with you.
Okay.
I could always hear you.
Okay. You guys picked Chicago. Going into Green Bay and beating Green Bay, when Green Bay has a chance at a playoff spot and Chicago's eliminated. Tell me how. Give me that.
Well, the team that's a losing record is trying to upset everybody they can. And that was the time for Chicago to step up and do their thing. And I looked at them as doing it, and they did not do it.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't lose by too much.
Right now, and I have won 3 games.
And how many have I won? 4?
Clay
I
has
got
6. You got 4, Marlon.
Yeah, you got
yeah.
4 miles.
I'm hot on Clay's heels.
You hot on grease there, boy. You hot on grease.
This is
Right.
Okay, we'll just move on to the next game here. We'll move on to the next game because we're having too much fun on this one. The next game is the Broncos traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's see how we call this one.
This game, we got the Denver Broncos heading over to see the Las Vegas Raiders. Denver all the way. Lowest ticket, 160. Denver's favored. I mean, Las Vegas is favored by 2.5 points, but I'm going with Denver on that one.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm next, and I'm going. Listen, I'm going with Las Vegas. I'm going with the Raiders, baby. Just win.
I like the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to go ahead. Although I think Sean Payton really has to go out with a bang because he talked a lot of junk about the coaching last year. So I'm going to switch up and go with the Denver Broncos.
Man, you messed that up, Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon, you had it, baby. You were there, baby. You were floating. You had.
I was on a roll and then just laid an egg, huh?
You don't even like Denver or Sean Payton or Russell Wilson.
Listen, that was the crazy part about the whole week. I mean, we were doing things we would never do, but it was just.
Well, that was fun.
I can't explain it.
All right, it's another doozy of a game. Philadelphia Eagles, flyaway Eagles, flew on up there to New York to see the Giants. Let's see how that went.
We have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to meet their longtime rival, the New York Giants, to East Rutherford, New Jersey, to meet them. Of course, we know that's where they're going to be. And I'm taking Philadelphia, but if you want to go to the game, you can get a ticket for this game as low as $51 if you want to go see. It won't be Tommy DeVito there, but I'm going with the Eagles.
Eagles.
There you go.
You know,
we lost together on that one.
Yeah, at least we were holding hands on that as we sat there losing.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Eagles lose 10-27.
There's no explanation at all. So, I mean, there's not very much commentary behind that outside of something ain't right in Philadelphia.
But they've been on a downhill slope for a minute, man. They probably lost the last 5 games.
4 out of the last 5.
4 out of 5. No, 6. 4 out of the last 6 then.
Guys, maybe we should be giving Tyrod Taylor a little credit here. I mean, maybe we sold him short.
No, I don't think that's it. I don't
No?
think Tyrod Taylor's name need to be mentioned in anything that's going on in Philadelphia. I mean, because the issues are much bigger than Tyrod Taylor.
But Tyrod, he's the one who led the Giants, and the Giants almost won the last game with Tyrod. Heck of a name. It's called TT.
Man, the Giants got excited over DeVito.
DeVito.
Yeah, but we're not talking about DeVito. We're talking about Tyrod leading these guys to victories.
Okay, but I'm just saying, it's like the issue is not the Giants. The issue is with the Eagles. I'm not giving Tyrod any credit. I don't dislike him, but I'm not giving him any credit. The issue is the Eagles got issues internally, and it showed.
You know what, Tyrod? I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, brother, man. I think he got it. I think he's injury prone, but I think he got it.
He'll be.
I like him, but
he's gonna be a departure in the first round. Departure first round. First stop, Jackson Square.
Okay, what we got? Now that we got the Giants and the Eagles out of our system, let's move on down to the Seahawks and the Cardinals. The Seahawks and the Cardinals. Who called it, how, and why?
Game at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. We got the Seahawks coming down to see the Cardinals. Seattle's favored, 3 points. Lowest ticket, $19.
17. I got 17.
I got 19.
No, good enough.
All right. Seahawks better win this one. At least this bird better beat this bird.
Geno Smith, let's go, baby. I believe in you, Geno. Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Man, we are so lucky. Man, we are lucky. We are lucky. They barely won that game.
Sure, they won by big numbers. They won by 1 point.
1 point.
Win is a win is a win.
They barely got out of there with the skin on their backs.
Well, Pete Rose was jumping for joy.
Pete Carroll was happy.
Pete Rose, whatever his name is.
The Pete the Poodle Cow. He got out of there with a win. Geno got out of it. Kyler Murray is dangerous.
All right, next game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going down there to see the Chargers, San Diego Chargers. What do we got?
Oh, gosh. The Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. And I am taking the Chargers to win.
Woo! You think they're going to sit the whole starting team down?
Basically.
Wow.
They can't afford it, man. They got to get them receivers on Chiefs all the way. Chiefs all day.
Yeah, Chiefs.
God, Chargers can't even beat a team. They can't even beat a team that sits down the starters.
Is it their fault?
I think so.
What?
Who else are we going to blame?
No
You
blame.
think this coach will last?
I think, this one got fired, so this is like the replacement to the fired guy. So are we talking about this new guy? Did he last?
Oh, that's right. They got rid of him already. Yeah, Brandon Staley.
Yeah, they got rid of him like at halftime or something.
Third quarter, going into the third quarter.
Don't go out for the fourth quarter, buddy. Just keep
Don't
going.
even ride back on the same plane. You don't work for us no more.
No, just pack your stuff. While the team's out there on the field, this is give you a head start to pack your stuff.
Hey, guy, here's your plane ticket. Why does it say Spirit? I thought we flew Delta out here.
The last 3 games were won by 1 point.
For Kansas City?
The Giants and Eagles, strike that.
Oh.
The Seahawks and the Cardinals, 1 point, 20-21. Chiefs and Chargers, 1 point,
You're right.
13-12. Rams and 49ers, 21-20.
Well, all that changes with the next game.
Yeah, no, same 1 point. Oh, yeah, yep, next game.
All that's going to change.
Wait a minute. Where we at? No, same. We'll be at the same results, but go ahead. Next game. Is it on me? Next game.
Let me see. Who's it on? Well, might as well. You can call it, babe.
Los Angeles Rams going to 49ers. Going to see the 49ers. Let's see who had anything to win for. or lose 4. Now we're going over to the Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, where the Los Angeles Rams are going to see San Francisco 49ers. So Los Angeles over to San Francisco. And I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game.
This is a tough game. This is really a tough game. Because it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
Those games are the toughest ones of all. They're tougher than the regular tough games.
Oh, cut it out. Cut it out. Just cut it out.
I am going to go with Los Angeles.
Woo!
All right, here we go with that 7-10 split again. And this guy's trying to be funny. And here's G.
Willikers.
G. Willikers. You know what? I think the San Francisco 49ers, they got to pick it up. They got to figure it out. And I think they'll pull off 49ers.
Wrong. 49ers didn't care. Not even at home.
Gee, Willikers.
Gee, Willikers. Guys, we could just throw a coin up in the air for these game 18. What is it? The last week. Next year, we'll just do coin tosses.
That's another 1-point game.
Yeah, another 1-point game.
Yeah.
Coin tosses. Why waste our time and why waste any brain power trying to figure this stuff out here?
Well, I mean, we got the blueprint of how to make money. Next year, again, 18. If the season goes like this, we just put our money on all the favorites, and the teams who are underdogs are going to cover, and we can make money.
You didn't hear from me now, but you heard it.
Hey,
not coming from my lips, but
Draft
don't blame
game.
me if anything goes wrong.
I said the end of next year, so don't go out there doing that crap this weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Mr. James, you're going to have the next game. A little bit out of order.
Dallas Cowboys figure they're going down there and check out the Washington Commanders and see if it'll be a practice or a game.
It was a practice.
Let's see.
We have the Dallas Cowboys, those guys with the star on the helmet, traveling to Washington, D.C., which nobody should want to do. Anyway, but we won't go into that. Dallas traveling to Washington, D.C. to take on Washington. And this game's at 4:25 on Sunday. I am taking Washington to win.
You know what? It's going to be dark by the time they start that game. It's going to be nighttime. Dallas is going to be trying to get out of there.
Trying to get out of there.
Dallas, they're like, we heard what Clay said on his show, man. We getting out of here.
Yeah, they want to make sure there's still tires on the bus.
Let's go with them Cowboys, man. The league wants them to win. That's been proven last week. They're going to.
Oh.
Let's go with them Cowboys.
You guys are right. Mike McCarthy ought to get Coach of the Year.
Moving right along.
Okay.
Moving right along. I don't want that stuff to catch. I don't want that stuff to catch any tread. So let's go.
Last game, ladies and gentlemen. Last game of Week 18, which was the last game of the regular season for 2023, 2024 in the National Football League. We had the Buffalo Bills traveling to Miami, Florida, to take on the Dolphins. And this one was another headbanger.
To the Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Gardens, Florida. We have the Buffalo Bills going down to see the Miami Dolphins. Tickets as low as $253.
I got 301. 301. They went up. They went up in price.
Wow. Buffalo's favored 3 points. But Miami's at home. In Buffalo, you don't know who's going to show up. So I'm going to stay with Miami on this one.
Wow, man. This is a tough game, man.
Tough game.
You don't know if Josh Allen's going to come out and run. You don't know if Tua's going to throw more than 10 yards.
Let
me say this. The Cheetah wants his 2,000 yards. I'm going with Miami.
Miami. I'm going with Dolphins. Go Fins. Yeah, sometimes.
Darn it.
Go for it. Go.
Darn it, Miami, darn it.
Dang it. I think it's worse when all three of us actually pick it wrong. That's like, what?
Well, but that's on the person who picks last. You got to. Somebody's got to add some damn excitement. Who went last on that?
1, 2, 3.
I think it was me.
I think it was me. I went last.
Oh yeah, you did go last. Yeah, you should have gone against the grain.
I should have gone against the grain. Should have just been that white buffalo out there.
So the final score was Erick 6, Magic 7, 1 point, and Mr. Cassius Clay 9. 679, 679,
679. Trifecta, ladies and gentlemen. Play that. Go ahead and play your numbers. Back and forth. How you want to do it? Guys, that was just, okay. We've had this conversation plenty and many a time, Mr. James, about the limitations of two tags. And I think it shows in the games that you're going to have to make some deep throws and make them nice, hard, deep throws and push the defense back. I think coming up this next week, Miami is going to be, in and out.
Challenged.
Definitely challenged. I don't know if they can get past the challenge.
Do under pressure. I'm gonna give Tua the call. Give him a couple of pointers on KC.
And Tom Brady's former throwing coach is available because Tom's out the league now.
Yeah. He's gonna go down there and check him out.
He should get down there with Tua. Maybe he can get 25 yards out of a throw.
We're gonna get him right. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get him right.
I'm worried.
Next week is a wild card game, fellas. Wild card.
That's right.
And, this week. But next week.
Next week.
It's gonna be interesting.
2, 3.
Okay, well, we'll get out of this and then we'll get into that. So, one thing I wanted to talk about before we leave out of here. Ron Rivera was fired. There was another guy that was fired. There's been a couple of firings in the league just in the past day or two, but Bill Belichick is still the coach of the New England Patriots at 4-13.
Well, I want to say that it's usually not that successful when the coach is the GM. It's not usually that. Remember Mike Holmgren tried to do it? And it didn't really go well. It doesn't usually work. So, I don't know whether or not Bill Belichick's going to be willing to bend. I don't get the impression that he will, so I think he'll be out. I think there'll be some coaching change.
Hello? I don't hear him anymore. There's a problem there. Can you hear him?
We got New England. We got.
Okay, well.
Go ahead, Mom.
I don't hear. Hello, can you hear us? No, I'm not getting his audio. But yeah, the Atlanta's guy got fired also.
Atlanta Panthers.
Wait a minute. That was Frank Reich. He got fired. Well, that was like earlier. What was it? 2 or 3 weeks ago. Alex Smith got fired for the Falcons. Yeah.
Right, Arthur Smith. And, yeah.
So Falcons, Panthers, Chargers, Commanders.
San Diego. You said the Chargers. Yeah.
These guys are going. They're going down. They should be gone. Bill Belichick had a worse record than all of them.
Still here.
He's still here. Bill Belichick had a worse record than all of them. He's still here. Oh, gosh. I don't see why. And I went on some boards, and there were people talking about the same thing that they were saying last year when he crapped the bed last year. I can't wait till next year. He's going to get some new players, and he's going to show the league. This has been going on for 4 years now. Are they go on these boards and write this stuff?
What they talked about also is relinquishing some of his positions and just allowing him to just coach for the next year.
Who do they think this guy is? Vince somebody?
Marlon, I don't know what's wrong with your volume. Your volume is off, Marlon. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
He can hear us, but we can't hear him.
Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Well, I don't know. Okay, listen, we'll just get off that topic and call it a day. And I'll say, and raise one finger if you think Belichick's going to coach the next season. 2 fingers if you think he's going to get fired.
He's gone.
You think he's gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
We'll see. I have a finger saying that he's going to be here next season. We'll find out. Anyway, that's the end of the regular season, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, it was fun. And but we're going to do better. We're going to pick the playoffs a little bit better than we did the end of the regular season. So give us a little faux pas on that one. That was a hard one to get right. It was. It was tough. It was really tough. It was really. They were like divisional games, all of them.
Patty cakes.
We're good. We're good at what we do. Listen, we love you all, and we will see you when we come back with the predictions for the playoffs. Have a good weekend and week, and a good time, a good day, a good night. Don't bet on anything we say. Please, 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 as James Brown would say, please don't bet on anything we say. We're out of here.